Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Inept Pit episode 12. I am your host, Drew Campbell. The other fat guy is Evan Sasiela. And today we're introducing our very special guest. Please introduce to the podcast, James Couture.
Do you want to do that one more time?
James Couture.
No, the whole thing.
Oh, introducing our very special guest of the podcast. Please give it up for the very diva-ish James Couture.
Okay, I was talking about the whole spiel. Like, we didn't even have to use that one. You could have done like 3 takes.
Oh no, we're a one take kind of group. We don't edit.
Pulled all the way through.
Unless I say a word I'm not allowed to say, then we edit. Otherwise,
that's only happened once.
Just go through, yeah.
That was 10 episodes ago. Episode 2.
Yeah. So besides that, we just kind of we're just gonna hang out and do shit.
Yeah.
So
do shit. Yeah.
What were you guys doing right before this? Because I was literally right before I turned off. I was watching Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter, which the funny part about that is there's 8 other movies after that.
Yeah, so you kind of you're like locked into it now? Like
I'm locked into it. Saga? I have to. I'm like a big MCU fan, so now I got to get the JCU fan.
I'm the same way whether it's a franchise or like episodal. Like, I'm going through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. I'm on the last season, and I have no... Like, no one should have any business watching that.
Right, you have no enjoyment anymore.
Just like, man, this soap opera. What's going to happen to Fitzsimmons? I need to see it. Time travel. Oh, fuck.
You just have to see how it goes. Well, that's...
Joss Whedon, you did it again.
I just kind of wish I was alive when these movies came out because I love the Friday the 13th movies, but I think I would have hated them while they came out when they advertised the 4th one as the final chapter, and then 8 more came out after that. Like,
oh yeah, no,
they really
audacity behind the studio to be like, "This is the end." But
yeah, exactly. When someone's like, "This is the final one, we're done, guys." I know we came out with a lot of these in like 6 years, but I swear to God, we're done. There's not going to be just a third of them at this point.
I just got HBO Max, and there's a lot of DC stuff on it. So you can watch a lot of like the animated movies, even.
Oh man,
really cool on it. But
don't even get me started.
On it, the live action Teen Titans, and it's like a rated R version. Like the Teen Titans swear and kick a lot of ass. They have sex.
I didn't actually really watch
that. Fun, so I'm going through that.
You like that?
It's been my Sunday.
Oh my God, dude! I couldn't watch it. As soon as I watched it, it seems like a TV show I would have wrote when I was 16 years old.
Oh, for sure. But
when in the trailer, Robin kills a guy. He goes, "Oh my God, it's Batman!" And he jumps in. He's like, "Fuck Batman!" I was like, "That's me."
That was the first
that's me. Episode. That's 16-year-old me. Like, yeah, dude, fuck my older dad.
Dude, it's all the time. You get to see like the other Robin, like, fuck off, dick.
Yeah, which one is it supposed to be? Tim Drake?
No, it's they got Jason Todd in this one.
Oh, it is Jason Todd. It's the grungy.
You have Nightwing, Starfire. Well, he's not Nightwing yet. He's like Robin, then Dick Grayson. He's turning into Nightwing, and then
okay.
Starfire,
so it is Dick Grayson,
Raven, and then Hawk and Dove come in. They bring in Wonder Girl and
Donna Troy.
They bring in Donna Troy and Aqualad, and they just did a Connor Kent episode.
Oh, this is for 5 listeners, right? This is just me, James, going, I like comic books. You also like comic books?
HBO Max. You should get HBO Max, because what we're talking about is HBO Max.
Even I tuned out.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know anything about this.
But here's the worst part is I was watching that back when it was just on DC Universe, and I still have – shout out to last episode. I talked about how if I ever subscribe to you, you have my credit card forever. I subscribed to DC Universe as soon as it came out, their own subscription service. I still have it. I haven't used it in 8 months. I've just been paying them $5.99
like if Marvel didn't sell their soul to Disney, they could have done the same thing.
Yeah.
On HBO Max.
Well, the cool thing about they could be on HBO Max, but the cool thing about DC Universe is you can read comics on your television with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you get in the app.
So it's like the flip.
Yeah, well, you can do it panel. You can even select panel by panel. So it'll just have the whole panel on your screen. You can click a button, it'll go to the next panel. And
do you even like comic books?
Me? No.
No.
Me?
Evan doesn't like anything that has to dream of a reality that's better than his.
What about Jurassic Park? Is that where you're like, okay, that's fantastical enough. I like cloned dinosaurs. But get this cape nonsense out of here.
It's been a long, long time.
Evan, I think I do know one fantasy world you do like. You do like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Am I correct? Because you starred in that movie as a kid.
Yeah.
God, you're a child star.
I know.
What's it like to be former Shark Boy?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's downhill now. But
you ever see the movie Birdman with Michael Keaton? Is it like that? Is it like Birdman?
I don't watch movies. I'm pretty.
Evan only watches sports and stand-up.
Yeah. He watches JV volleyball and the best high school football
He watches Ionia JV volleyball. He watches every game. And then he also watches Dan Soder's new special. That's
Have you seen a lot of talent coming up through the classes?
Yeah, definitely. I just can't get into I've just been a big sports guy. It excites me more than like a storyline.
Okay, so like even video games, you're probably more like Madden and like NHL rather than Cyberpunk, whatever the new craze is.
I don't know where my Xbox 360 is, and I know no one makes Xbox 360s anymore.
Well, that's Evan, you're 2 generations behind, and not even like a cool generation. Like
that makes me feel good, Evan, because I don't play video games at all. Like
I keep
my
buying.
roommates will talk to me about it. I'm like, cool. What is this, Cuphead? I want to play.
Yeah. Well, I keep buying a new game system, like the newest ones, and then I play it for like a week or two, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to be a dickhead and say I'm too old for video games, but I feel like when I play video games, I'm like, I brought this up on the last episode, but it's like I just feel like I'm trying to be young again whenever I play video games.
I just love TV. I'll like be in front of the TV, and that's like my whole it's just like, oh, this is so great. I can just turn off.
Yeah, I agree, but movies, not television. Like, not TV shows.
Either or,
I can't do TV shows.
That's too much of a commitment.
I grew up a generation.
5 minutes into a TV show, my phone's out, and I'm looking at tweets. Like, I'm looking at Ariana Grande's tweet about how she's engaged now. Yeah.
I don't know how many people
shout out, sorry, Pete Davidson.
Stay-at-home mom thing. I don't know if a lot of people nowadays grew up with that, but like when I was growing up, my mom was like in the house all the time. She was taking care of me and my brother. We would always watch a daytime drama. Like it was like.
Oh, Days of Our Life?
Yeah, Days of Our Life.
Oh, dude, I kind of love Days of Our Life.
Hospital, we would watch all that stuff. My mom really liked Dark Shadows.
All right.
I would just watch Price is Right.
That movie.
Price is Right. Bob Barker's old school. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you ever see Days of Our Lives, Evan? No. That was like always on.
I know it was always on. I never
moment of the TV show. Do you remember?
Telemoto or something, right? Yeah. Telemundo, is that what it is?
Telemundo.
James, I think you just did a racist. I think you just did
The other one's Univision. Those are the only 2 Spanish-speaking channels.
But did you grow up watching those? Were those in your house?
There's a couple.
See, it's inquiring. It's not racist. It happened.
I don't know. It's.
Why wouldn't it be? He grew up.
Evan,
Hispanic.
Evan, did you also watch Lucha Libre wrestling growing up?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought maybe because.
Well, why would he? We had American wrestling, the best kind of wrestling that there is.
Yeah. Evan, was your favorite wrestler Rey Mysterio?
Funny you say that.
It was, wasn't it? It totally was.
No, but I was.
Or Eddie Guerrero.
Before this
classic.
Mm-hmm.
Before this episode started, before we started recording, I was in a fantasy draft for NBA for the season.
Oh man, you're so cool. Did I ever tell you how cool you are?
Who did you get right off? Who was your first round pick?
I had number 1 overall pick. It was Giannis from Milwaukee.
See, here's how I'm so out of the world of NBA. I was like, you got Giannis Papas, the underground stand-up comedian.
Yeah, dude, he's a hell of a point guard.
He's pretty good.
Dribble with his left hand. I
mean, his podcast history is pretty good, but I didn't know he was that good in NBA.
But how we picked the order was they did a simulated Royal Rumble from WWE like 2015, and I had Andre the Giant. And he won because he beat Rey Mysterio.
Oh, no shit.
So I got the number 1 pick in the draft. Yeah.
I love the big guy, little guy dynamic. We should fight, Evan.
Oh, my God. Dude, James, you would wreck him.
Yeah.
No, but we'll, like, fix it. So you'll come out looking all right.
You'll make him look strong, but you're still gonna win. You're gonna get that baby face heat where you're the underdog.
I'll really work the body, give you the kicks and sharp little jabs, and then at the end I'll give you the wink and a pinch, and then you'll
I'll do it for $200. I'll do it.
Yeah. I think we can do this as a charity event.
That way you can hear like, "Oh my God, he has a family! Oh my God, Sasiela's just
right through
his body,
right through the Spanish announce table. It's always through the Spanish announce table for some reason. Because in WWE is the least important.
I can hit you in the head with a chair and it won't do anything, and you'll just look at me all mad, and I'll be like,
yeah, sell it. Oh, that chair made of aluminum foil.
That begging they always do when they don't like when Jericho gets caught and it's Kane
or Ric Flair
his hand out and he's just waving like no he's holding on to the ring. He's like no I'm sorry.
My favorite is the classic Ric Flair just drops to his knees and literally begs like he's praying to you. Like please
just shaking the hand violently. The sharp
and then comes in low blow. Like what a goat.
Just gloating.
Yeah,
just stomping around gloating.
That'll be a charity match. It's just me and James going one-on-one.
Oh, dude,
For the Inept Pit podcast. All funds go to our podcast for updated equipment.
I'm saying we call
it.
Yeah, we need to work on our video editing skills because our video fucking sucks right now. Mostly my video. Notice how you guys look like you're on clean screens and I look like I'm being recorded on a VHS right now?
Yours looks like it's a green screen background choice, and you picked the most boring one.
Yeah, mine also looks like I'm a cannibal out in the woods shooting the new Wrong Turn remake.
Hey, you guys are young kids. You got to think about this. It's about aesthetics. It's about building a platform behind you that makes sure that you live good. You know what my secret of success is, Drew?
You're gonna get up, Evan. Please, go ahead, James. Go take the show.
Every day, Drew. I make my bed every morning, and I have sex in it every night. And that's
congratulations,
multi-million-dollar success.
James, you make your bed every day?
I make my bed every morning, and I have sex in it every night. And that's how
I don't think I made my bed in 2 years voluntarily.
I literally, the second I didn't live with
walls, and then you make your bed.
I don't have anything on my walls.
Every night.
I love the Red Wings.
Oh, I love that you also have a chair in your room that you just keep dirty laundry on. I love that. That's tomorrow's wardrobe? That's tomorrow's wardrobe?
This is closed for the day. This is Monday. This is Tuesday because I'm organized. I watch
All right. You know what? You're doing pretty good for yourself. I can't lie. You're doing better than me.
Hats. You think I like the Jayhawks? No, it's about the color schemes, boys. It's about the color schemes and fashion.
Yes. God damn it, James. James, I wear all black. You're bringing up things I don't understand. You know what? I actually want to bring this up right now.
People know you're alive.
You fucked up my whole life and style when I was 18 years old. You know that, right?
I have followed along.
One comment you made when I was 18's fucked me for my entire life.
Let's hear it.
Back when we used to do the open mics, one time I came out to hang out for the open mic. I was 18. You were an older guy. You were also, I looked up to you, older.
Well, I knew you before comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew you before you were a conceived person.
I was not even a full person yet. Yeah, exactly. I was just an amalgamation of other shit. But I remember it was one of the open mics we went to at Hamilton. We tried to hang out afterwards. We're hanging out outside. And I was wearing cargo shorts. You're like, what the fuck are you wearing shorts for? And I was like, I don't know. You go, you're an adult. Adults don't wear shorts. And I've never worn a pair of shorts ever since that day. I never go
wearing shorts again.
I know you did because I saw you at a mic like about a year ago and you were wearing shorts. I was like, why the fuck are you wearing shorts, James?
Because I'm not professional.
I guess you crucified, dude. You're like, no, it wasn't even about stand-up. It was literally like, you're like, why are you wearing shorts out at the bar right now? Adults don't wear shorts. And I was like, I was 18, hanging out at the bar. I'm like, adults don't wear shorts. I went home. I think I threw away I literally think I threw away every pair of shorts I owned.
I don't think I've seen Drew wear shorts in over a decade for basketball.
Yeah,
last time he's worn shorts.
Ever since that day, I don't wear shorts. I'll be fucking hanging around the house. I'm still wearing jeans. Like
I don't know.
Ruined me.
Even before stand-up, when people put that rule on, we're like, shorts doesn't make you look professional. But like, I don't know. That feel a little bit of that Nouvelle in me because, like, even though we were allowed to wear like shorts, there were the stupidest shorts in the entire.
You look like a nerd. You look like a geek.
Like, oh, good, you wore the blue slack shorts. Like, great.
Yeah.
Were they hemmed? Were they the pants that your mother sewed in because you?
You ripped the crotch with your huge dick, and now you had to sew them up.
Like now, like, oh, here they are, trouncing around for Jesus.
Well, my like whole like that was the weird thing. That's why I got really into sweater. We all today. No, we all went to a Catholic high school. Every one of us went to a Catholic high school. Dress code where we went to.
Well,
but
we just name dropped it, I think.
I know, but just because you know the word Nouvelle doesn't mean anything to some people. Like
Google.
Yeah, especially when you say it's Saginaw Nouvelle Catholic Central High School.
Yeah.
22. Was it 25? 25.
Yeah.
Weineke Road.
Yeah, let's just drop it all. Shut up, Father Pat.
Go Panthers.
But the only independence you could have with that is that you could not wear the school polo you had to wear it, but you could
you wore
if you wore a
black sweater.
You could wear a sweater over it. Dude, I got real into sweaters because I could wear black sweaters.
Like the half pullovers, you're like, that's great. I don't have to wear this terrible polo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to look like a fucking nerd. I don't have to look like a dad.
Like, hey, we had gray, white, blue, royal blue, navy blue, light blue, white.
Yeah, you had the whole spectrum of colors, except not most of it.
Short sleeve, long sleeve. We had a fashion. We were fashionable.
Do you know how many times I had to go to another house to smoke weed dressed like that? You show up in fucking khakis and a polo to smoke weed.
That whole time the class we're having, like, Nazis are bad. Wear your uniform.
Oh, dude. Exactly. I remember one time I tried to skip school one time. I faked sick, and then I wasn't actually sick. I was faking sick.
Get out of town.
And then I decided.
Did you do a fake cough? Did you rub your head so that when your mom touched it, it was super, super warm?
No, I'm really good at voices, so I did one of these. I woke up in the morning, I was like, "Oh God, Mom, I feel so sick right now. I feel like I'm gonna puke. I can't even get out of bed." Like one of those kind of things. And then I knew my parents had to work, so they left for work. Because I was like, I got weed. I'm just gonna smoke weed. It's gonna be a sick day. I'm gonna smoke weed and play video games.
My buddy Dustin Kessler and I would just walk out. We'd be done. We'd be like fourth hour, and we'd look at each other, and we're like, let's go get
cash.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, cash out. It's like, all right.
Walk bye. See you, Mrs. Bila. She's like, you guys can't leave. We know.
I remember my senior year, we had a day off because Drew went to a different school. And then he just
I went to Heritage. I went to a public school. I went to a dangerous boy public school.
Dangerous boy.
But we had the day off, and they didn't. Like third hour, he texted me. He's like, "Come pick me up. I'm sick of this, and I want to go home."
Oh yeah, dude.
At my house.
Here's the sick part about public school is that when you turn 18, if you can go to the principal and sign a document to claim yourself. At that point, you are your own adult, so you don't have to have a parent sign you out of school, and you can sign yourself out of school.
I turned 18 when I was a senior as well, so I was like, shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, I claimed myself, and then I was like, boop, boop, boop. I walk to the office just any day I want to be like, I gotta go. And they're like, all right, just sign this document. You can leave. I'm like, boop, boop, boop. All right, see you.
18 was the most arrogant year. It was so great.
18 was the most arrogant year, and also, if I literally look back at my life, I learned the least amount of stuff when I was 18. Like, when I was 18, I was so done with being in school.
Yeah, you're always out.
Just ready to be an adult. Oh, yeah, I don't think I learned one thing when I was 18, except not to wear shorts on stage and to move the mic stand. That was all I learned at 18.
How to fit your tobacco habit into your budget.
Yeah, oh, that was a hard one. Yeah, that was a very difficult one. You know what? It's actually really easier to buy a whole pack of cigarettes instead of spending money buying singles. I learned that when I was 18. Singles are much more expensive to buy than just buying a whole pack of cigarettes.
You're kidding. Lucy's are less expensive?
Yeah.
When you could buy Lucy's.
I miss buying Lucy's.
No, you guys don't because you were like 9.
No, I did buy Lucy's. That's what I was saying. I was buying Bill's Party Store. Shout out.
Oh yeah,
right. Price still doing it. Price still doing it. I was buying, dude.
Bill's. Best party store in Saginaw.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I bought cigarettes from Bill's Lucy's, I was probably 8th grade. No, I was like
the school's right there. The
7th or 6th grade. Now that I think of it, because I started smoke. Like the first time I smoked cigarettes was like 6th, 7th grade.
I was thinking about this earlier today too, because like the first time I smoked weed was like probably 17, 18.
Oh no shit!
But like the first time I started drinking, I had to have been like 10, 11.
Yeah. Well,
so
all right.
To think about, like I was going through high school actively drinking,
but you're like, I'm not gonna smoke weed.
Then I was like, marijuana's scary. It's illegal. What I'm doing is illegal too, but that's drugs. And then like between sophomore and junior year, everyone was smoking, so I was like, okay, must not be.
Let me
risky. Woo, this is.
Well, I kind of feel you on that because I just feel like I drink.
I didn't even really smoke all that much through college. I mean, I was playing football, so like you didn't.
Oh, you're regiment. You're a big tough boy in college, weren't you?
A big strong man. A big strong
man. That's totally transitioned into your modern life.
Man on my Division III football team.
Well, James, I did want to bring up one thing about Nouvelle. What was your
boy? Which one will it be?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I never even okayed it with you. Is it okay if I talk about our history of Nouvelle?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a 34-year-old man. What are they going to do? Expel me?
Well, I just don't know about your professional life. I'm not trying to air all your dirty laundry. To me, it's hilarious.
I'm not going into education, so.
Oh, okay. Touche. No, that degree was well spent, right? So anyone who's listening to this right now, if you don't know our history together, James was Evan's freshman football coach, and he was also a substitute teacher for me and Evan in religion class, and I turned out to be an atheist, so clearly James did a great job.
Because I even would go to Evan when he was at St. Helens.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I worked all the Catholic schools.
Yeah. Fuck, man, we have a long time.
And then,
like, before that, I knew about you, but I knew about you only because you went to school with my brother. I didn't know you.
Yeah, well, it's been a little bit further than that because you know that, like, me and your brother Sam were, like, babysat around the same group of people on a constant basis.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I never hung out with you, but I knew of you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, I knew the name, and I've seen you, but I never hung out with you.
A couple years older than Sam, too.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like I knew the name, I knew the face, but I was like, I don't really know this guy. And then you like substitute teacher for us once, and you were whatever. you were very
like 24, 23.
Yeah,
younger than what we are right now.
You're like, hey guys, guess what? We're watching a video about Jesus today.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah. So, but then when I went to start doing stand-up at 18, I go to the open mic, and who's there but James is like, how you doing, Mr. Couture? And then within months of that, I mean, like, literally, you took me right under your wing.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty quick.
The only way I could describe you, James, is you were my older brother of comedy. Like, you were just like, I'm looking out for this guy. I'm looking at him, but
I didn't want your mother to be like mad at me when you like went weary. Like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Which we kind of did.
At least because I was like 27.
Yeah.
When I started, so you were already like a decade younger than me. Evan too, because like, I showed up to an open mic. Like I think it might have been after I was done coaching football because I only coached for like 4 years. And then you went to a Mike Ball open mic, and I saw you, and I was like, it was Legends Bar too. So that's
wow, what a great fun time.
Bar in Saginaw, and I saw you there, and I was like, Kevin, what are you doing here?
I was like, I'm doing
this is a dangerous. You're like, oh, I'm here for the open mic.
What was that like for you? What is that like to just see someone you coach just walk in and be like, yo, I'm doing the same thing you're doing
what
right
was
now.
it like?
Did that piss you off? Did that piss you off a bit? Like, I feel like that would make me mad.
This fucking guy.
What was that?
I'm trying to move on with my life. Here he is again.
Exactly. You're like, why are you fucking here right now? And then you have to see me at another open mic. Because it went from a very fatherly figure where you felt like my pastor, and then like about like 3 weeks to 4 weeks after that, I'm smoking weed with you. Like we're just hanging out, smoking weed, like
comedy.
Well, after shows, I would like take you home, and then we would still be like, because it would be a Thursday night or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I was still finishing out some schooling. Like I didn't have a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of school, a part-time job here and there, and then doing like an open mic.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, James, my parents don't care if people hang out. Like, you want to come hang out for a while?
Get hammered in your kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
But Evan, how was that for you walking in? And I was like, oh, I recognize you.
It was just cool to see a familiar face.
Wow, I would not say the same thing. For me, I was like,
so nice. I don't think there's any bit of despair. You've never lied ever, have you, Evan? Like, we fake sick from school, and you're like, you went to school every day, didn't you?
Dude,
Bob would be mad if I
actually
school.
Talking about how Evan never lies. Evan, the first time I got Evan to smoke weed, he went home and just told his parents.
Oh,
he's that kind of kid. He's that kind of kid. He went home and they're like, "What's wrong?" Evan was like, "I'm high."
Sorry, Mom and Dad, I did a drug.
Yeah.
Honest Ev.
Remember we smoked weed behind the post office, and then you immediately told your parents?
Oh, behind.
That was like the first time. Yeah, that was back in high school. It was like junior year.
Yeah, dude, that used to be the hangout for me for a while. Well, here's the thing: I was kind of a trendsetter. So back in my day, I'm not tooting my horn or anything, but back in my day, I used to find me and my friends, my really really close friends. I won't say their names because they probably don't want to be mentioned anymore on this. But we used to find the best like smoking spots. And then we would do that. We'd make the mistake of just every once in a while bringing another person in, and then they realized it was a really good place to go smoke weed. And then a bunch of people started smoking weed there, so we would like show up, and like if you ever showed up and someone else was already smoking weed there, like it's blown. Like, you know what I mean? Like now there's too many people smoking weed here. Yeah, exactly. Now too many people know about this. We have to make a new spot, so we'd have to find a new one. Yeah, dude, we made so many. It was train tracks. It was the post office, St. Andrew Refuge, Shiawassee National Park.
Stop me if you guys have talked about this before, but Evan, what do your parents think about Drew?
Oh, they hate me.
No, I don't know.
Evan, give a real honest answer about what your parents think about me. They hate me.
Please, tell the truth about how they feel about him, because I
fucking hate me.
Then I'll share with how my parents feel about him.
Okay, all right. So I'll tell you this right now. Evan's parents, I know for a fact, have hated me ever since we went to Cedar Point.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. No, they don't hate you. They just always bring that up.
I'm going to tell this right now.
It's a joke now.
We went to Cedar Point when we were 18. So my parents never gave me money. So all the money I had to do anything was always my own money. And Evan went, let's go to Cedar Point. And I go, oh, how much does it cost? And it was like $30-something. I'm like, okay, I could do that plus gas. He goes, well, we should get a fast pass. Or it was like $40
or something.
It's $40 for a normal ticket, right? And then he said we should get a fast pass. The fast pass is only $60. And I'm like, okay, that's $20 more. I could probably do that. So I agree to do the fast pass. So we get to Cedar Point, and they go, well, you guys just have fast pass tickets. You still have to buy tickets to get in.
So you had to pay like $30 extra.
So we had to pay another $38.99. I'm like, Evan, I can't afford this.
So
I legit can't afford. $60 was already me pushing it. I'm like, I don't have $100 to go to Cedar Point right now.
Oh yeah, I hope you packed a snack.
Yeah, pretty much. And then so a ticket to Cedar Point, I was his parents' credit card, and they said I had to pay him back, and I never did it. Oh. I said it's Evan's fault. Evan should have to pay it back. He told me it was $60.
There was a good 2 years where I was like, oh, Drew's going to come to me. I'm going to hate out. My mom was like, does he have my $30?
It was a problem. It was a legit problem that they brought up constantly that I just ignored most of the time.
Nah, they're fine now, I think.
Are they fine now?
They haven't brought it up.
They're not. They don't like me. They don't like me.
If you mentioned his name,
dude, Bob talks shit.
This Christmas, Evan, say Drew Campbell. Just say it once out of context.
Yeah.
Watch the face.
Yeah. Dude, right. Bob talks shit about my hairline behind my back. I know this for a fact. Evans told me that I ran into Bob like 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, where I saw Bob at a Subway. And I was like, "Hey, what's up, Bob?" And he said hi, and then he left. And then Evan even told me, he's like, he went home. He goes, "Is Drew's dad bald?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Poor boy." And I remember going, "Fuck you, Bob, dude. Fuck you."
That's hilarious.
So what's the
I hope my parents aren't listening to this.
What's your parents' honest opinion about me, though, Evan?
Oh, they like you. They think you're nice.
Come on, Evan. Why are you lying for the public right now? Unleash what Diane and Bob have to say about me.
Unleash him.
It's been a while since I've had a comment of you. That means it's pretty good.
Strike me down, dude. I will become only more powerful if you strike me down.
No, I think they just, you're
they think
smoking pot, like.
They think I'm a bad influence, and they have good reason. I mean, they're not wrong. And James, your parents?
My mom loves you.
I know your mom does, dude.
My mom loves you. You're like one of her misfit little kids outside the family that she takes care of.
I know.
Often.
Are you coming back for the holidays?
Yeah. I want to be back in Saginaw Wednesday night.
Can I stop by the Couture home?
Yeah, do it. It'll be fine.
Can you message me when I can? I would love to. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But no, and then Jim Senior. Jim Senior will hold the line if Ma likes him.
Dude. Your dad is what I would call a right tackle. Your dad is the right.
He used to be a quarterback.
No shit, but he has the persona of just a right tackle, dude. Just a stern dude.
The big dudes, man. They were all big.
But he's just he's got that persona. He's like, dude, he's like, come at me. He's like, he's not the kind of guy where you'd ever start a fight, but he's the kind of guy who's like, I will defend anyone. You know what I mean?
Like, clean up the scene or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, I'll fucking defend anyone, but I'm not gonna. He's not belligerent enough. He's well adjusted enough and has enough thought where he would never start a fight, but he's definitely that guy. I feel like in a fight, he'd be like step in the way between him and a loved one. Like
6'1" too, and he's got basketball arms, so he's just got a reach on him.
Yeah,
that's where my younger brother Kyle gets it from. He's gigantic. He's a huge.
He's a gangly guy.
No, I mean you've seen him.
No, I know, Kyle. Sorry, did gangly come off as an insult? Did gangly come off as an insult?
He's not gangly at all. That dude's like a tree trunk. He's just solid.
Oh, he is? Okay. I don't know how much he benches, so I didn't know.
He wasn't much of a bench guy, but he was a right guard.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's a big friggin' dude.
I was a DN right tackle, dude. I
want my brother to put hands on me. Boy, that would be violent.
What was that?
My brother he can be a violent dude if he is in that way. I wouldn't want to hit.
Oh, shit, dude. Kyle. All right, who do you think wins in a fight, the Couture brothers or the Campbell brothers? Me and my brother, your brother, who wins?
You and Sam versus me and Kyle?
I think James and his brother would.
Because you don't stand a chance.
No. Oh, fuck you, dude. I guarantee you, me and my brother have better synergy. Yeah, dude.
Power up team finger movement.
Yeah, dude. We'll do the Dragon Ball fusion shit. Actually, if it's a straight wrestling, dude, we'll control the ring. We'll do more tags than you. We'll have better teamwork. That's what I say.
Help me tags, and they'll slam my brother's head, and it'll be like when the Undertaker comes up.
Yeah, exactly. We'll make up for muscle mass with teamwork, and tactics.
You're Christian and Edge.
Yeah, dude, we are. Well, we're gonna have a synergy bond. I'm telling you, our teamwork's gonna be way ahead of your guys's. You guys are gonna get an argument about who needs to take the pin, and right then we roll one of you up and take the win because we're on point together.
You know what? That's a pretty. That probably would happen. We would argue no, me. It's my moment.
Yeah, exactly. You guys will argue about who the star is while we're just trying to win the battle. That's what I'm saying.
You'll do one of those underhook roll pins.
A schoolboy pin, dude. We're gonna come up behind it.
No.
Yeah, we'll even cheat. We're gonna pull the tights up, so the only way you kick out is to expose your ham and eggs. Yeah. Can we bring that term back? I want to bring back ham and eggs bet.
I haven't heard it in a minute.
I know, but isn't it a good term?
I think it's gonna be the catchphrase for this podcast now. Is ham and eggs.
Change the name of this podcast to ham and eggs.
Ham and eggs, just ham for one episode. The Christmas episode.
Every podcast I show my balls and ass. Every episode, I just press them up against the fucking
you have an
Zoom meeting.
Every post is just your ass.
Instagram. That's an OnlyFans account, James.
Is it?
Ham and eggs? That's I'm not giving that away for free.
Get an LLC.
I'm getting a honey roasted ham and some hard boiled eggs right on your TV screen for $5.99 a month. You're gonna wish you suck on them, dude. I got
stuck on an egg.
Actually, to be honest, no, you don't. Mine don't look like eggs. Mine look. I think I've already brought this up. I don't shave down there, dude. It's a fucking mess.
Well, why would you? It's a pandemic. Who's coming over?
Well, girlfriend. I still just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, boo, if you're listening. I'm just not into shaving my dick, dude. I don't like cutting my balls and shit up. That sucks.
I keep it pretty trim, but I don't like by any means
dude.
Straight razor my whole area. To like, I'm a man. Like,
yeah, right. My balls stay hairy.
I have to do it like constantly.
Yeah. No, I just
don't have that kind of upkeep on my face. Why would I do that to my balls?
I just
It'd be
don't
weird
get
if I had a beard and I was just like baby smooth.
I don't know. It's just like, what are you, a pedophile? I'm a dude. I have hair on my balls. It's whatever.
I don't even really care too much for the clean shaven on ladies.
It's fine.
It doesn't bother me. It just doesn't.
I mean, due to experience, I'm going to abstain from this topic.
Evan doesn't always talk
about it. I'm going to abstain. I have no idea what's going on.
You know what's sick? I love a good landing strip. That's all I'm into.
Yeah,
I like the airport telling me where to go.
Park it right in here.
Yeah, exactly.
The air hangar waiting.
I'm a natural. If you got cute design, dude, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. You want? Hey, I'm a creative guy. If you want to get creative with your pubic hairs, I'm all about it.
Evan, where do you want to have sex the most?
Wait, does that mean? Wait. Can I ask before you? I want to actually prefix this. James, do you mean like which hole or which place?
I like an open-ended question.
Okay, Evan, go ahead, answer.
My bedroom.
Fucking.
Oh, man.
Milk and cookies.
Killed it.
God damn, did that motherfucker just Christian the fuck out of that question?
My bedroom. My bedroom. We'll say a prayer before.
My bedroom. I close the door and then I lock the door and then I turn off all the lights.
And I pretend that my mom can't see this.
We say a prayer before. My family. We hold hands and say a prayer.
I turn Jesus around.
Yeah.
I turn
Jesus around. Evan, do you do the rosary after every time you masturbate?
When did you stop?
I should. No.
What was that, James?
I said, when did Evan stop feeling guilty after he was masturbating?
I don't think he's ever stopped. I think he still does.
No.
Evan, do you still feel guilty about jerking off?
That's like a man. Always like, oh.
I feel guilty whenever I jerk off, but for me, it's not like a guilty of like I feel bad for my sins. I feel guilty. I'm like, this is sad.
Like,
yeah, exactly. Ever since I think about, I don't know, like probably like 3 years ago, I was like, I don't feel bad about like the action. I just feel bad of like, I can't believe I did this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
an animal.
You brought that up.
Yeah, exactly. Masturbation is like, if I black out drunk, I'm like, again, God, Drew, you're better than this. Like,
Rory Scovel has a really good bit about that.
Oh, he does?
Like getting a boner in your 30s, and he's like, stop it, go away! When will it end?
What's the most appropriate thing you get a boner for?
Being in church.
What's an appropriate thing I get a boner
for?
Well,
I guess not appropriate. Evan, did you say being in church? Can we go back to that? Yeah. Did you say being in church? You get a boner from being in church? Or are you
you're just standing in church.
Why are you getting a boner in church?
Because you're sitting there for a long time and your mind drifts?
Yeah.
Or are you saying the preaching? Okay. Or you're like, dude, Jesus is looking extra.
Glad to see you're taking Mass seriously, Evan.
Yeah. Why is Jesus looking extra cut on the cross today? He's looking real V. He's got a real Ryan Reynolds body today. I don't know what that's about.
My favorite games to play when I would come home for Christmas and we would go to Christmas Mass. And like when you were younger but still older, you get to walk around because everyone gets dressed up for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like to the nines, and you just get to be like, okay, who's slutty for Jesus? Who's wearing the 9-inch heels with the dress that they wear at the club that's red for Christmas?
Who's got cleavage for Jesus?
Like, oh my God! Like, look at that! Look, everyone just walk around. This is a church. We should be changing.
We should. Well, I mean, to be honest, at church, all I want to do.
Gold watches, rings. Everyone's got fucking things. Everyone looks.
No, but you know what? To be honest, to go back to Evan's point, I kind of get it, dude. How hot would it be to have sex in church? I know this is blasphemous, but like the taboo of it alone. Yeah, exactly. But the taboo of it alone, it's kind of hot, right?
I mean, a confessional booth would just do the trick.
Yeah, right. Like it's kind of like taboos are hot, right? Okay, we can't lie, right?
Tropes are hot too. I was like, oh, good. Catholic schoolgirl, how fun! It's always
it works. Yeah. It totally works. Yeah, no, it does. God damn. What were you bringing up before this? What was the question we asked Evan? Because I felt like you had a really good
I asked him when he stopped feeling guilty after he masturbated.
And have you?
When did it start happening?
Yeah, exactly. Have you stopped feeling guilty?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound convincing, though.
It's not.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a guilty. It smells like a guilty.
You say I never lie. There it was.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're really bad at lying. That's
yeah,
like I immediately know that you're.
This might be a bad actor.
I think you'd be a great actor. You just gotta find your role.
Yeah, you
silent
can be
guy in the back. Just
well, I was about to say. I was gonna say like Silent Bob. That's your role. Like you can just hang out
from Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, and you know he'd be really good. He'd be a really great bar bouncer.
You would be.
He could be a great bar.
When the world gets back, Evan, we're gonna need you.
Yeah, dude, you could play a really good bar bouncer. Yeah. I mean, you could enforce the law at some point.
That's as far as my range goes. That's it.
We can do a new Roadhouse, but instead of Dalt, it'll be you, and everyone will be like, "Oh, he's as big as I thought he'd be."
Yeah, exactly. It's no one. There's actually no fights. Just everyone goes, "He's pretty big."
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on this fight.
Yeah, that'd be a good film.
That was a deep. That was a deep cut for any Roadhouse fan.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part about having Evan as a friend, because I'm a tall guy, but Evan's even taller than me. So, like, the best part about me and Evan walking into a bar is, like, you can – I notice guys notice. Like, you know, like it's like I'm, like, 6'3", Evan's, like, 6'5". We walk into a bar together, it's just like, man, shit.
I'm also, like, 300 pounds, too.
I'm coming in just sizable.
Evan's built like an NFL linebacker. I'm built like a gangly boxer. Like, so when we walk into a bar together, it's just like there's people who have eyes on us, and it's like it's kind of good because I just like we never get fucked with. I've never been to a bar with Evan where we've ever been fucked with, and me and Evan been to a lot of bars together, been really drunk at bars together, and said a lot of hand shit, and no one's ever said anything to us, which I know is. Like, we're a dynamic duo. Like, we're at the point of height where it's just just kind of let them do their thing. We're at the size of the coach.
Drew says most of the heinous shit.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Evan just agrees with it.
Yeah,
that's gigantic. All my friends in history have been, like, much, much larger than I have because of my mouth.
Isn't it kind of sick, though?
No, it's great.
It's fantastic.
No one messes with you when your three best friends are the defensive tackles. And
exactly.
250 pounds.
Yeah.
They all look like they eat wide receivers for breakfast. Like,
this is kind of our Christmas episode.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did you guys get any Christmas presents early?
Presents early?
I haven't even bought Christmas gifts yet.
I'm a little bit behind on gifts. I got something for my dad. I need to pick up for the rest of the fam, but I usually do Christmas letters.
Oh, so you're poor.
So
you're poor. Exactly. So what you meant to say is you're poor, James?
I have a typewriter, so it makes it look like I'm artsy.
You go.
I'm not poor. I'm eccentric.
All right, calm down, Charles Dickinson.
No, but I am very poor. This is the.
James, I'm aware.
This is probably the first year in like maybe 3 years that I've been able to buy some presents.
James, if this is one of our higher, I'm telling you right now, if our views go up from last episode, we'll Venmo you money.
Hey, yeah.
So if you're trying to make money, if our views are up from last episode, we'll Venmo you.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
We are not below.
I'm about to do some Christmas letters. I got to start tomorrow because I go home Saginaw Wednesday. I got to mail some out.
I got a Christmas. I don't know, dude. Why are you doing? Are you making them funny at least? Because if you get
They're
a Christmas letter,
I don't do too many of them. Like with
okay, you shouldn't. Because to be honest,
I put them in the tree. I don't go and like stamp them around. I don't send them like Christmas cards.
or that's even worse. Because whenever I read a card, I feel like I have to thank someone, and I'm just like, for what? For what? For what? Like, that's why I read a Christmas card and I go, thanks for wasting my time.
Well, if it's from an older person too, it's like ornate and has like Christmas. But like you open it
you're
up,
trying to do calligraphy on it. You like sign James all fancy wancy like you're a fucking Protestant stamping it up. You're a Lutheran stamping it up on the parade. What was that? What's his name? Who started Lutheranism?
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther?
Yeah. Martin Luther King. Yeah, that guy.
Two different guys.
What? No. Same blood. Same blood, clearly.
Germanic.
Clearly comes from the same lineage. There was Martin Luther who started Lutheranism, and there's Martin Luther King who created civil rights. I mean, come on.
I love that Christianity has like 100 sects.
I've always said Drew would be a great history teacher.
Yeah, genders are the new Christianity. It's a great part. That's why it's like I'm not weirded out by it. Like there's like all these new genders and sexualities coming out. I was like, no, I'm Christian. Like I get it. There's like 70 of them. I get it. Like,
you could be born again.
Yeah, they're all different. I get it. I recognize all of them. But Catholic is the right one. But Catholic is the.
I love that Chris. I don't know if you guys have seen St. Vincent. It's a Bill Murray movie, but Chris Dowd plays a priest.
Yes.
And his
this one out.
He's teaching his kids about religion. It's great.
Who's the priest in it?
Chris Dowd.
I only remember the main two stars, which is
Scottish
Bill Murray and what's her name? Yeah, the girl. Which is that insulting to say she's the fat girl from Bard's Gate?
What? Are you talking about Melissa McCarthy?
Dude, did you just hear what I said?
Yeah, I did, but I was trying to get past
that it. Was my own slur. Melissa McCarthy from Bride's Case.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris Dowd says, I'm a Catholic. It has the most religions, which is why it's the best.
Yeah, dude, I mean, well, and you know what? Pope Francis is making us look good right now.
Cool Pope.
He's a sick Pope,
really
dude.
Making us look good.
I love how.
He's making Catholics look like the hottest Christian to be right now.
You don't miss John Paul II waving his finger at people?
No, him going, everything you do is a sin. I don't like you.
That's what the Catholic Church had.
That's essentially, you're a bad person. That's essentially.
Francis is like,
yeah.
Who we want?
I love how Drew was just like, Pope Francis is making us good right now. But half hour ago, he's like, I'm an atheist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an atheist, but I still like roll with the Catholic Church, dude.
It's wild to identify as Catholic, but have like no leans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like I still kind of like. It's a weird thing. Is like when people start talking shit about religion, I'm always backing the Catholics, even though I don't believe in God. Like, but when people start talking shit about the Catholics, I'm like, yo, whoa. The Catholics are pretty cool, dude. Don't fucking shit on the Catholics.
It's wild though. Last time I went to church, they did a reading from like I don't even know what the reading was, but it was Leviticus, and I just was looking around like, oh man, we are crazy.
Yeah, exactly. If someone wanted me to go to Catholic Church, I would not have a problem going with Catholic Church. Like it doesn't. To me, it's almost like nostalgia at this point. It's like
wow, the communion bread. Wow,
it's like going back and watching like Power Rangers at this point. Like it's just Power Rangers. For me, it is kind of. It's just like hell yeah, dude. The Holy Trinity. I remember them. I remember they were fucking sick as hell. Like Holy Trinity kicks ass.
Hope he does the incense thing. I love that ball and chain.
James, how many non-Catholic masses have you been to in the last like 5 years?
I mean, I've been to a few different churches. Like I've been to some Baptist churches with some buddies. I've been to Lutheran service before. I've been inside Buddhist temples. I've been inside mosques.
Well, my question is like to both of you too, as guys who've grown up like heavily Catholic. I mean, clearly we went to mass like every week growing up, kind of thing.
You know, sometimes twice or 3 times a week because
because of school too. Yeah,
church.
Yeah.
So twice a week. Now, if I go to, I dated a girl for a while who was non-denominational Christian.
That's the one without any kind of spine.
There's no, exactly. And they did like a drummer and an electric guitarist at like playing, and everyone sang, and they had like what do you call it? Not Word, but PowerPoint. They'd have a PowerPoint playing throughout the whole fucking thing.
I've been to a few of those.
How does that make you feel? Because it pissed me off.
I mean,
I'm like, if you're gonna believe in the hobily boobily of Christianity, then shouldn't you believe in magic? Jesus don't like an electric guitar. That's what I feel like.
I feel
like Jesus loves an organ, not an electric guitar.
I feel like I'm still pretty spiritual. Like I have like some kind of strong connection with like the idea of the other side.
Clearly, someone does a bunch of fucking shrooms and smokes a bunch of
weed.
You fucking loser! I hate you for right now. I can't believe you just said you're spiritual.
I love shrooms, and I try to have some kind of a little bit of experience, especially if I take it during the day. But like you can just rip and have a good time on shrooms. But
I'm not even dissing you for doing shrooms, but the fact that you use the word that I'm pretty spiritual, James. You just hurt our relationship. I like you less from this podcast now.
Romantic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could tell from your glasses, your mustache, and your beanie. You're definitely spiritual.
There are little traditions that.
You know how many guys I met like you at the bar, like with the same design.
Stuff.
You're a goddamn clone right now, James. Please tell me that. At least tell me that you don't think Donnie Darko's.
That it doesn't rain, shit like that.
This is the only way you can save me, James. What do you think about the movie Donnie Darko?
Sure.
All right. You saved yourself. if you just preached me that it's a great movie, I was gonna be like, I hate you. I hate every part of you. I've met thousands of you.
They didn't need to make any more of them. Like the one was fine.
It's all right. It's a movie for people who do drugs that don't. It's not good unless you're high. That's my point.
I don't know about that. I think it's a fine enough movie on its own.
No, it's not.
I don't think the hype is all there. It's like how people hate Lebowski.
Who hates Lebowski?
People hate Big Lebowski. They think it's a crap film.
Who?
People.
Name one person right now. Because I'll name you one person that hates Donnie Darko. It's me. Who?
It's a popular anti-opinion to have.
Who?
I mean, go on any kind of thread in Facebook.
The internet's fake, James. Stop believing the internet. It's not real.
They're spies.
Have you ever met one person from the internet? I haven't. They're all fake people.
See,
oh, shit. I forgot to bring this up. Last week.
Conspiracy, of course. I'm not going to.
I'm not a conspiracy person. I'm just saying, like, people on the internet aren't real people. They're not real.
There are a lot of robots.
They're not real, dude. It's just the internet's fake.
How many followers you got, guys? What's going on?
Not enough. All I'm saying is, like,
people that got like 100K, and you're like, I don't even think they have that many.
They don't.
I got 520. That's not bad.
Oh, Evan's crushing it on me. I got like 230 on Twitter. I can't. Actually, I finally had a successful tweet that got likes in the first time in like 2 weeks.
Your DMX tweet about
I got two. I got two. Two is a successful tweet for me.
Likes.
Mostly it's me sending tweets out into the nether realm where no one responds. I don't understand Twitter humor.
Is that why you tweeted that DMX joke?
No, I just thought of that joke. I tweeted it to all my social media. Well, I don't think tweet's the correct term for all social medias, but fuck, what was I trying to bring up before this?
Oh, you can put a tweet on Instagram and just have to snap.
I don't have an Instagram. I'm not 18 and trying to have sex with teenagers. I don't have an Instagram, all right?
Oh, you're on Twitter? Just like an adult.
I'm on Twitter and Facebook. That's it. And to be honest, I want to get rid of Twitter. It sucks.
I like it. Read comic books.
Fuck you. What was I talking about before this, though? God damn it.
I was telling about last week.
What about the comments? Okay, so some guy commented.
People who hate movies.
No. We got a guy that commented on our
video.
Last week was one of our one of our highest reaching episodes of all time.
Oh, and you had a hater already?
I don't even want to say that. That's not even a brag, because if you look at the numbers, you're like, wow, that's one of your highest reaching episodes of all time. That's very sad of you to say, but it was. And someone commented. And all they did, their whole comment just shit all over me. It was just shitting all over me. They called me in the comment. They called me bald. They called me a Shane Gillis ripoff, and they said I talk too much. So in this episode, I've been trying to not talk as much. So I don't know if you guys noticed this. If the episode sucks, it's because I didn't talk as much, right? So if this episode is not as good, blame James and Evan. Blame it James and Evan for this episode not being as good because I made sure to talk less. Because I told everyone, I said, if you comment, we're gonna take every comment into effect because we have such a low audience. You get to affect the show.
I blame.
So far, the audience says we want you to talk less, so I talk less. I couldn't work on being bald less. I tried.
You're in your shed in your backyard.
What was that?
You look like you're in your shed in your backyard.
It looks like I'm laying on a toboggan. It looks like I'm about to murder teenagers for fun.
It looks like you're in one of those Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and they put you in a coffin in the corner.
It looks like I'm in housing that was given to me by the state. You nailed it. Well, hey, let me stutter a little bit, all right? I've had a couple White Claws, all right? You know what? There's a reason why White Claws are for white people, because it fucks white people up faster. Like, all right? There's a reason.
We want to drink them. It's like Zimas.
White's in the name, dude. It's like, dude, White Claws, people, the whites just sip them up, dude. Dude, we fucking chug them. I get the heart of the lion. And I drink White Claws, I get the heart of the lion. I'm like, I can take down any foe.
It's called heartburn.
Oh, wait. Is that what that is? Oh, shit, dude. The other day, all right, so my girlfriend, I woke up. She had to work. I didn't. But I slept at her house, and she made me. I sound like a little piece of shit in this story already.
What are you talking about?
She made me scrambled eggs, toast, and a bacon. She couldn't finish all her bacon, so she gave me her bacon. So I had a shit ton of bacon, and I tried to come home as my day off, try to read in bed. I just started getting a stabbing pain in my left arm, and I just panicked for about 45 minutes. I'm like, am I about to have a heart attack? Like, did I eat too much pork? Am I about to die right now?
You better slam a claw. Drown this out.
Yeah. Hey, let me get some hydration. There's water. There's technically water in this right now.
I just filled it up. It's a prop.
I mean, I got to work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh God, we're not doing. When do you have to work?
9.
I gotta be at work at 8:30. So, who's more of an adult here?
Huh?
As you're holding the White Claw.
Who's handling your insurance?
Oh, I'm on my mom's insurance.
Nice. Hold on to that.
Shout out Farm Bureau.
Stay on as long as you can.
What? Uh-oh. You're out?
Does that mean the podcast is over?
We're almost at the hour mark.
Where are we at?
We got to I think we started at 10:12.
Do you think or do you know?
We started. We started at 9:12.
After 9. It was like 9:09 when we started.
I think it was 9:12 when I hit the record button.
You guys if this shuts off after an hour, you only got maybe a couple.
No, it doesn't shut off. We're all good. We don't have to worry about that. The only problem is that I don't know if this was funny.
The laughing didn't give it away.
Well, whose laughter?
I was.
Did you hear the audience?
Never.
Comment if you laughed.
Yeah, if you laughed, comment. Let's get it better. Hey, guy who said I suck, tell me if I did better. Tell me if you like me more now.
I want to win you over.
Yeah, because I'm a slut. I'm a slut for attention. Please.
I'm a recurring character guy who thinks I'm awful.
His name was. He didn't even have a real name. It was like robots and something. It was. You have a picture. You have nothing but. And you know what? I'm actually being sexist right now. I'm assuming he's a guy. Could be a girl. Could be non-binary.
Could be anything.
We're woke as fuck, dude. Could be a robot. Could actually just be a robot.
Could
be a robot that just figured out the algorithm and said, you say bro a lot and sick, so you must be Shane Gillis. And I'm like, shit.
I feel like the asexuals aren't getting enough attention.
They're not, and that's because they're weird. Just kidding. I can't say.
You have to edit that out.
No, we're not editing it out. I'm just kidding. It's actually, no, to be honest, they're not weird. To be honest,
I feel like the first joke of the end of the new year.
Yeah, exactly.
Asexuals are getting enough attention.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, it's probably I kind of wish I was asexual.
Yeah, it'd be a
Here
lot
we
easier.
go.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't your life be better if you were
They seem to be
asexual?
focused.
Honestly. Yeah, you don't have to fucking worry about trying to have sex ever.
You can just, be an economist.
You can just enjoy people's company and just focus on bettering yourself at all times.
I think I'm going to be asexual.
You should try it. But you can't masturbate. You can't
I know.
masturbate and be
That's the
asexual.
hard thing.
You should just try being eunuch.
It'll be like being a vegan, but you still want to eat meat. That's what I think it's.
Yeah, it's like being a vegan, except you have a sausage on you at all times.
Yeah.
I hate that joke. Crucify me, dude. That crucified me last week. Call me out for that joke. Well, I guess.
So what do you do? You guys, you're recording this, and then you hook it up on what?
You gotta edit on I edit on iMovie.
Oh yeah. Well, don't tell him what you edit. Well, Evan just fucking slaps the thing on it. Evan, I've been meaning to have a talk with you. You really gotta step up your
It's Evan's
fucking editing skill.
Level bad.
Yeah, no, because if you watch the podcast, it looks like it's edited by someone who doesn't give a fuck about the podcast.
What are you
Well, you
talking
just look at
about?
it, don't you? Beginning, and then it's the conversation.
It's a beginning, the end, and he adds in the intro song, but he doesn't even add in a transition for. So we have an intro
I can't
graphic.
get one. I gotta. It's not.
You
available.
can. You just have to give a shit a little bit. That's all you have to do.
What are you doing on the end? You're the voice piece? That's all you're doing?
On the voice piece, I pay for a SoundCloud premium account.
Oh,
Evan, do you pay for iMovie? Do you pay for iMovie? No, I pay $16 a month for SoundCloud Pro.
Eddie.
Yeah, dude.
$16.
That's $16 a month. That's $16 more than Evan invests in this podcast. I try to get Facebook advertisements, but they keep declining my card.
I think you're doing a fine job, Evan.
No, thank
I
you.
don't
One
do
person.
no, you don't.
But if
James,
this is one of the lower listeners, if this turns out to be one of the lower listeners,
you're never welcome back, James.
then
You're never welcome back.
that comment, Evan. It's all on you.
All
Well,
right.
here's the thing, James.
My opinion of this whole podcast is based off of.
This is how I know you've never watched our podcast on YouTube. Is you just said, Evan, I think you're doing a fine job. Because if you watch the podcast on YouTube, like, here's the main thing he could just cut out. So when the first 3 seconds of the actual cast, so what it will happen is that there's a lag in the actual recording. So it pops up one image, then the other image, then the other image. And I don't even talk in those first 3 seconds because I'm still waiting to see the record and do that. Evan is so lazy, he hasn't even cut out the fact of the fucking pop-in.
That's our signature move. That's our
No, it's
transition.
not. Our signature move is looking like a cheap fucking podcast.
Yeah, that's what. It's funnier.
It's not funnier. It just looks like shit. That's what it looks like.
It's like having an AI director and he doesn't know when to call cut.
Yeah, exactly. I literally could make a better film in 7th grade knowing PowerPoint. There's not even a transition. So Evan just puts up our logo for the YouTube video, plays music, and then it all just cuts at once. No sound out, no click, and just clips to a black screen. And then one picture shows up, then another picture shows up, then another picture shows up.
0.5 seconds.
And then we all talk. It doesn't matter. It looks like shit. It doesn't look professional. Do you know how much people give a shit just about something like a professional?
Don't let anyone tell you different. You're a punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what people use punk for? Punk is a good way to say, I'm not popular, but I'm trying to be cool. That's what punk is a good way of saying. Whenever someone inserts the word punk, it goes, no one likes this, but it's cool because no one likes this. All right, we're doing plugs, though. We're going to wrap it up.
All right. What
Jane,
kind of plugs? Hair plugs? Zoom! Gotcha, guy who doesn't like Drew.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I need hair plugs. Yeah. If they didn't look like the
other guy.
No, to be honest, I would get hair plugs if they didn't look like they just fucking stapled grasshopper. No, it looks like they stapled grasshopper legs to your fucking head. It doesn't look like hair.
When someone gets them, you're like, oh, waiting for that to grow in.
Whoa, that looks terrible. It looks like you just had someone staple. I mean, literally, it looks like just insects' legs attached to your fucking head. All right, so it's plugs. We're gonna start with our plugs, and then James will let you do plugs at the end.
Cool.
Sound good?
Plug it up.
Plug it in my ass. That's how we say it is.
Plug it in.
Yes. Follow us on Twitter at Inept Pit. We don't use it. We don't tweet out on it. But if we get enough followers, maybe eventually we will. So go ahead and follow that. Follow us on Facebook. You can like our post there. We'll always post about new episodes. Otherwise, you can also message us there. Or also sometimes we just do silly posts that might be relevant to the last episode you watched, and maybe you'll get some extra content just through a picture.
Where can I find you on Facebook?
At Inept Pit. It's literally the fucking name.
You're kidding.
Yeah, if you can't, and if our name's too difficult to spell, you're not smart enough to be our fan. So, so deal with it. Go to if you're watching us on YouTube, hit Evan. Am I doing the right corner? Subscribe.
Yep. Right.
All right. It's subscribe.
Right there. Yep.
Yep. And then also hit the bell so you get a notification anytime we do an episode. Just do it because no one's actually. There's not enough viewers. Our viewers are up, but they're still not high enough to be proud of this channel. So, yeah, hit subscribe. More people listen. It's enough to be proud of where we were, but not proud to actually tell our family about this. So.
It's really funny because when you pointed to the subscribe button, this is still a Zoom thing, so you were pointing to the leave button.
Well, James, if you want to create tradition, you can just leave right now during plugs. That's a tradition with a guest.
Dude,
go ahead and leave.
Last week's guest left early.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had to piss, so he left.
Yeah, so he just left.
He left during plugs.
Yeah, it was like 5 seconds left.
Put a plug in it.
Also, subscribe, comment, fucking just say something. If you want to shit on me like the last guy, or if you want to just say something you said was funny, that's good. If you don't want to say anything at all, if you're just like a friend or family member, just hit a bunch of letters. Just
compliment Evan.
Oh yeah, compliment
the guy
Evan.
Who doesn't talk.
He
much.
could use it. He could definitely. Hey, I totally. If this episode sucks, if this is our worst episode, it's because I'm the best part of this podcast and I didn't talk enough.
You work too hard.
That's right. I backed off. I backed off. I was silent a lot during this podcast. Normally, I'm talking over everybody. Normally, I'm far more drunk and I'm far more funnier. So we'll see. We'll see how this episode goes. I blame you two for the episode.
You're lucky I didn't have any plans.
Watch this be the best episode we've ever had. No, actually, this was actually fantastic.
You texted me today at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Hey, you want to do a podcast tonight?
Well, James, we're very professional. We planned very ahead of time.
I was like, sure, I'll get off the couch.
Yeah, you know what? We'll give you some purpose for the day.
I showered.
Also, you know what? Hit like on that. If you're on this, hit like. And also, if you don't want to hit like, if you hate us, also hit down. You could give us a thumbs down. That's fine, too. We just like any interaction whatsoever. Positive or negative. It's all better than no interaction, actually. Technically, by YouTube's algorithm, negative and positive are the equal. Actually, the worst thing you can do is not do anything. You can follow me at Drew Must Die at Twitter. I have tweeted one time since last week, and I got 2 favorites, so I'm improving my Twitter game. You can follow Evan at Salsa Evan. He's going to tweet a lot about SNL. He's going to tweet a lot about sports, both national and local, and he's going to tweet a lot about stand-up. So if you like any of those things, go ahead and follow him. And James, go ahead, whatever you'd like to plug.
You can follow me on Instagram at Secret Beefcake. You can follow Salsa Parlor on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm on a few episodes of Loaded for Bear with Louis Michael as the beloved character Uncle Jim. So I'm doing stuff.
Salsa Parlor and Loaded with Bear, both check those out definitely. I don't have Instagram, so I can't tell you if I approve of James's Instagram or not.
Follow me on Facebook. I don't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. But definitely both those YouTube channels fantastic. Check those out, guys. They make a bunch of really, really great content. But yeah, besides that, I really have to piss, and I'm kind of depressed because I feel like I wasn't funny enough because I wasn't drunk enough and interrupting people enough on this episode.
Well, that's 19-year-old Drew talking.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how the viewership goes when drunk Drew isn't yelling, interrupting people through the whole episode. We'll see if it's better or not. Thanks again, though, James, for coming on.
Yeah, it's your privilege. That's great.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Have a happy holiday. Happy holidays.
Have a good work week.
Fuck Christmas.
I wanted to leave